Picture this. One of your developers suddenly seems quieter in meetings, less engaged in discussions, maybe missing a commitment or two. What do most people do? They react with pressure. They say, we need more focus, better quality, more commitment. But here's the twist. What looks like disengagement isn't always about performance. Sometimes it's a signal that someone is struggling, and what they actually need is understanding and support, not extra pressure. In this video, we'll talk about how you as a product owner can spot the early warning signs of disengagement and how to respond in ways that protect both the person and the team's long-term health. Disengagement doesn't just affect one person. It ripples through the whole team. Energy drops, collaboration suffers, and delivery slows down. And here's the thing. People rarely disengage overnight. It happens gradually, which means if you're paying attention, you can usually spot the signs early and step in before things spiral. Let's go through some of the early signals that someone might be disengaging. Watch out for these. First, we have withdrawal from conversations. You'll notice this when someone who used to contribute in refinements or plannings suddenly goes quiet. Then there's the drop in energy and enthusiasm. When work gets done, but without the spark of ideas or curiosity that used to be there. Another thing to watch out are frequent missed commitments. When the team is consistently taking on more than they can deliver, this could be a sign of stress or unrealistic workload. Also, watch out for attitude shifts, like cynicism creeping in. Things like sighing at backlog items, saying, "This will never work." And finally, there are physical or behavioral cues, like cameras always off, showing up late, looking drained. So what do you do if you notice these signs? First, start a conversation. Do it early and do it privately. A quick, caring check-in shows you noticed and that you care. Then, make sure to create psychological safety. If people fear punishment for admitting they're stressed, they'll hide it. As PO, model openness. Share when you're stretched thin, and invite the same from them. If people seem stressed, revisit the workload and priorities. Disengagement often comes from trying to juggle too much. Be willing to cut scope. Protecting focus protects people. Also, make sure to celebrate progress. Recognition fuels motivation. Even small thanks like, "Great job getting that fix in quickly," can go a long way. And finally, encourage balance. Remind the team that sustainable pace is part of Agile. A rested, engaged team always outperforms a stressed one in the long run. Here's the bottom line. Disengagement usually starts quietly. If you wait until someone completely checks out, it's much harder to turn things around. But if you spot the signs early and respond with empathy, you can protect both the person and the team's momentum. Remember, as a product owner, you're not just managing a backlog, you're helping create the conditions for your team to thrive. And if you want more practical strategies to boost motivation and resilience, check out my Udemy course linked in the description. Thanks for watching. Tell me in the comments, what's a warning sign of disengagement you've noticed in your own team? How did you handle it?